Hey guys, in today's video we are going to talk about how to connect with your sexual energy. We are going to share with you 4 ways and 4 tips that can help you to get in touch more with your sexual energy. I am Céline Remy, the Intimacy Angel, and I am here to help you bring your sexy back in life.
And I'm Kevin Anthony, the Truth Warrior, and I am here giving it to you straight. Now, before we go any further, if you've ever felt a buildup of energy in your genital region, then you need to click the like button and subscribe because we are going to show you how to handle that.
So let's start with some misconceptions first before we get into our tips. One of the things that people talk about when it comes to sexual energy is like, well, now I'm in a relationship, so I'm not going to allow myself to feel anything, especially for another person, because it would hurt my husband, it would hurt my wife, boyfriend, whatever name you want to put in there, right? The idea behind that is like, whoa, I'm in a committed relationship now, so I can't feel anything for anybody else. But what people forget is that when you do that, you are literally cutting yourself off from this very powerful energy. This is creative force. This is so powerful. And when you do that, you are cutting yourself off from it, but you're also making it harder to continue to feel this energy when you are with your partner, because your body doesn't really know the difference of oh no, I can feel this energy because I'm with my husband, and now it's like I'm looking at somebody else, I can't feel this because we're not in a relationship. So there is a big difference between feeling sexual energy and acting on it. There is nothing wrong to feel desire, arousal, attraction, sexual energy towards another human being. Hey, it doesn't even have to be another being. Maybe you're really turned on by a flower, right? Or a car, whatever that is. But allow yourself to feel that. Now, it doesn't mean you have to act on it. Just because you are turned on doesn't mean you just have to go fuck around.
So the key here is that energy is energy, whether you call it life force energy, prana, chi, jing, sexual energy, it's all just the energy that flows through us. And if you shut down feeling your sexual energy, you're actually shutting down feeling all of your life force energy. So if you're constantly stuffing that down inside, you'll probably notice that the rest of your life is affected by that as well.
Absolutely. The second biggest mistake that we see people do is when they feel sexual energy, they get it all trapped in the genitals.
This is a big problem. This is also something that really affects men who have premature ejaculation. That energy builds up in the genitals and gets stuck there, and it can't flow throughout the whole body. So one of the things you want to do is learn how to move that energy through your body.
Now, I want to bring one last point, which is about the difference between feeling your own sexual energy and being able to contain it within yourself versus leaking it out and kind of being more of a predator. And this is really important, especially for the guys, because it's okay to feel sexual, but you can't just be grabby and needy and licking it all over women. It's very icky. She's not going to like that.
And when it comes to energy, it's not even so much about being grabby or touching. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
You could just stand there and just look at her, or maybe not even look directly at her, but she'll be able to feel that leaky energy. She'll feel that sexual energy coming from you all over her, and that is definitely a big turnoff if you haven't already established some sort of connection.
So number 1, you want to set aside a little bit of time to pay attention to your sexual energy, to feel it, to be curious about how does it feel? Because wherever you decide to put your attention, your awareness to, then the energy goes to that place. So have that intention of connecting and being curious of how the energy can show up.
It's way too easy in our modern society to get caught up in all the tasks and all the things we have to do, and we set that aside. We put it on the shelf somewhere and we forget about it. So that's why this tip is so important. You need to make sure you take a little time to sit down and go, hey, I want to feel that energy right now.
Tip number 2, you want to breathe and use deep belly breathing. The more you breathe, the more you feel. Now, we're not telling you about hyperventilating and bringing yourself to fainting. But taking some nice, deep, slow belly breathing and using your intention again to activate this energy will go a long way. So get in touch with your breath and allow your breath to move all the way down into your belly, and see if you can even like breathe through and with your genitals. Even if it's like a weird concept, you're like, Celine, I breathe through my mouth. It's like, yes, I know you do, but try to see if you were to breathe so deeply that you were going to bring it all the way down between your legs.
Using your breath in conjunction with your energy is an age-old practice. And if you look at anything like Tai Chi or Qigong or almost any martial art, there's a connection there between the breath and moving the energy through the body. So it's definitely a skill that you want to learn.
Tip number 3, start to connect both with your heart and your sex. So place one hand on your heart, one hand on your sex, and kind of like see if you can feel something moving between these two poles. Maybe there's a tingle, a warmth, a little hit, a pulse. I mean, maybe it feels dead. You might be like, wow, I never really noticed how dormant it was. But just be curious and pay attention to the sensations.
If you're a younger man, you probably have exactly the opposite, which is so much energy exploding out of there that you don't know what to do with it. So that's where you want to try to move it through. If you can't feel anything at all, then take some time to really cultivate that. Use the breathing to generate the energy and get it moving.
And I love that you're bringing the point of moving this energy. So now that you're connecting with the energy between your legs, whether you're grabbing your cock, your pussy, anything you've got between your legs, you want to imagine that you are lifting this energy upward, that it's literally moving and not just stagnating in between your legs. And our tip number 4 for you to connect more with your sexual energy is to use your hands and self-pleasure and masturbate and activate this energy, because hey, all you need is a little stroke to start to feel a little fire going there.
Absolutely. And doing a masturbation practice can get you in touch with, when do you start to feel that energy? What does it feel like when you start to feel that energy? How much energy do you feel? Can you move that energy throughout your body? So it's a fantastic practice where you don't have to worry about performance. You don't have to worry about pleasing anybody or how long it lasts. You can just sit there by yourself and focus on the energy.
Feeling the sensations, right? And beyond just like what's happening between your legs, to see if there's like other body parts that get turned on and activated.
Yeah, for some people they feel it in their toes.
Sometimes I can feel it in my hair.
Ooh.
My fingers for sure. Yeah, so be curious. Or it can even be my lips. That's pretty powerful. So, be curious. So use these 4 tips to connect with your sexual energy. Remember, if you give it attention, if you breathe deeply, if you start to activate it by going straight to the matters and then masturbating to move the energy, it will help you connect to your sexual energy so that you can feel so much more passion and purpose in your life. We hope today's video was helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.